Buying or selling a property is a major financial decision that can come with legal pitfalls and headaches. From unclear contract terms to hidden property defects, the process can quickly turn into a legal nightmare if you're not careful. And I should mention that equity has returned to the housing market, which guarantees that legal actions from home sales are rising as lawyers are prospecting closed real estate transactions for lawsuits. But fear not, because in today's video, I answer a common real estate frequently asked question, which is how to avoid the most common legal issues that arise in real estate transactions. So keep watching if you want to protect your investment and ensure a smooth transaction. The first tip for avoiding common legal issues when buying or selling a home is to ensure you understand the legal documents involved in the transaction, such as the purchase agreement, title documents, and disclosures. When buying or selling a property, it's important to understand those legal documents involved in the transaction. The purchase agreement is the most critical document in a real estate transaction. It outlines the terms and conditions of the sale and purchase of the property, such as the purchase price, payment terms, and any contingencies that must be met before the sale is finalized. Title documents are equally important as they establish legal ownership of the property. Title documents include deeds, surveys, and title insurance policies. A title search will ensure that the seller has the legal right to sell the property and that there are no liens, judgments, or other claims against the property. Disclosures are also an essential part of the legal documentation process. Federal and state laws require sellers to disclose any known material defects, such as structural issues, water damage, or pest infestations. Failing to disclose such issues can lead to legal issues down the line. By understanding the legal documents involved in a real estate transaction, buyers and sellers can avoid common legal issues that may arise. Working with a knowledgeable real estate agent or attorney can help ensure that all necessary legal documents are properly prepared and reviewed to protect the interest of all parties involved. If you're a longtime subscriber, then you know I often answer frequently asked questions in real estate because most of the answers you find online are loaded with hidden agendas. Please keep your questions coming. If you're not a subscriber, click the thumbs up like button and subscribe now so that you get all my new content when it is fresh. If you really want to know what's going on in housing, to see and hear the data explained, to evaluate the facts and ignore the hype that is so prevalent online, then subscribe now and I'll keep you in the know. My second tip involves conducting due diligence before finalizing the sale, including property inspections, title searches, and zoning requirements. As a real estate broker with over 30 years of experience, I've seen my fair share of legal issues arise during property transactions. One crucial aspect of avoiding these problems is conducting thorough due diligence during the buying or selling process. This involves comprehensively researching and evaluating the property before finalizing the sale to ensure no hidden surprises could result in legal issues down the road. During the due diligence period, buyers should have a qualified professional conduct property inspections to identify any potential issues, such as faulty electrical systems or structural damage. They should also conduct a title search to ensure that the seller has the legal right to sell the property and that there are no liens or other encumbrances on the property. Additionally, it's important to research any zoning requirements or restrictions that may impact the property's intended use. Buyers can avoid costly legal battles over property defects, ownership disputes, or zoning violations by knowing what they're getting ahead of time. So take your time during the due diligence period and make sure to leave no stone unturned to ensure a smooth and hassle-free transaction. Tip number 3 is complying with all the local, state, and federal laws and regulations related to real estate transactions, such as fair housing laws, environmental regulations, and tax requirements. Legal regulations are an important aspect of any real estate transaction. As a buyer or seller, it's crucial to understand and comply with all applicable laws and regulations to avoid legal issues down the road. Local, state, and federal laws and regulations related to real estate transactions can include fair housing laws, environmental relations, and tax requirements. Failing to comply with these laws can result in serious legal consequences, such as fines, penalties, and even litigation. Therefore, it's important to work with a knowledgeable and experienced real estate professional who can guide you through the process and ensure that you're in compliance with all applicable laws and regulations. Remember, when your realtor explains what you need to do, either do it or ask a real estate attorney for another option if you do not feel your agent's advice is on point. Our fourth tip is to work with experienced professionals, such as real estate agents, attorneys, and title companies, to ensure a smooth and legal transaction. When it comes to buying or selling a property, getting professional help is crucial. Working with experienced real estate agents, attorneys, and title companies can help ensure a smooth and legal transaction. Real estate agents can help you navigate the complex process of buying or selling a property. At the same time, attorneys can provide legal advice and ensure that all documents are properly drafted and executed. Title companies can conduct title searches and issue title insurance, protecting both the buyer and the seller from any potential legal issues related to the property's title. By working with these professionals, you can avoid common legal issues that may arise during a real estate transaction and ensure that your interests are protected. For buyers, working with the right mortgage professional is critical to getting a great deal. So many loan programs can fit your needs, so having the right lender explain the benefits of each will help you finance the home the best way possible for your needs. It's crucial to interview at least one of the lenders that your agent suggests. This is because these lenders have a business relationship with your agent and they don't want to disappoint them and lose future business opportunities. Remember that to a mortgage lender, you're just one transaction, but your agent could represent multiple monthly transactions to that lender. Therefore, it's beneficial to leverage your agent relationship with the lender. I know I'm biased, but it's been my experience that sellers and buyers who take the time to interview real estate agents and choose a highly active agent end up being the happiest customers. A great real estate agent will have all the relationships necessary to ensure you get the professional help you need during every stage of the real estate transaction. Tip 5 recommends you avoid common mistakes such as misrepresenting the property, failing to disclose known defects, or breaching contract terms. Buying or selling a home can be a complex process that involves numerous legal and financial considerations. Unfortunately, many buyers and sellers make common mistakes that can lead to legal issues and financial losses. As an experienced real estate broker, I have seen these mistakes happen time and time again, and I urge anyone involved in a real estate transaction to take steps to avoid them. One common mistake that sellers make involves misrepresenting the property. This can include exaggerating the property's features or downplaying its flaws. Buyers deceived into purchasing a property that doesn't meet their expectations can take legal action against the seller, while sellers who misrepresent their property may be liable for damages. Another mistake is failing to disclose known defects. Sellers are required by law to disclose any known defects in the property, such as a leaky roof or a faulty foundation. Failing to disclose these defects can result in legal action and financial losses for the seller. Finally, breaching contract terms is another common mistake that can lead to legal issues. Buyers and sellers must carefully review the contract terms and ensure that they are in compliance with all obligations. Failure to do so can result in a breach of contract and legal action. This is another area where having the right real estate agent is so important. It's one thing to breach a contract because you knowingly made a decision, but it's a completely different situation when you are in breach of contract because you did not know that you needed to do something in a certain manner. To avoid these common mistakes, buyers and sellers should work with experienced professionals and carefully review all legal documents. By taking these steps, you can ensure a smooth legal transaction that meets your needs and protects your interests. My final tip is about being aware of potential legal disputes that can arise during the buying or selling process, such as boundary disputes, title defects, or financing issues, and taking steps to mitigate these risks. Buying or selling a property is a complex process that involves numerous legal and financial considerations. However, legal issues can still arise, turning your real estate transaction into a legal nightmare despite your best efforts. To mitigate the risks associated with these issues, it is crucial to be aware of the potential legal disputes arising during the buying or selling process and take steps to address them. A boundary dispute is one of the most common risks in a real estate transaction. This can arise when there is confusion over the exact location of a property line or when a neighbor encroaches on your property. To mitigate this risk, it's essential to have a professional boundary survey conducted before buying a property to ensure that the boundaries are clearly marked and documented. Another common risk is title defects, which can arise due to errors or omissions in public records. This can result in a cloud on the title, making it difficult or impossible to sell the property. To mitigate this risk, it is essential to have a thorough title search conducted before closing on the property. Financing issues can also pose a significant risk during a real estate transaction. This can include a lender lender backing out at the last minute or the buyer being unable to secure financing. To mitigate this risk, it is crucial to work with an experienced mortgage lender and ensure that all financing is in place before closing. Again, I refer to working with a trusted lender your real estate agent recommended. You want that lender/real estate agent relationship to be seasoned so that you get the benefit of their repeated interactions. By being aware of these potential legal disputes and taking steps to mitigate the risks, you can ensure a smoother and more successful real estate transaction. Buying or selling a property can be a complex process with many legal risks. To ensure a smooth and successful transaction, it's important to understand the legal documents involved, conduct due diligence, comply with all laws and regulations, work with experienced professionals, avoid common mistakes, and mitigate potential legal disputes. By following the 6 key points addressed in this video, you can minimize legal issues and protect yourself during a real estate transaction. Investing in a property is a significant decision, so taking the necessary steps to avoid legal issues is crucial for your long-term success in the real estate market. If you want to see a video featuring my 9 tips for buying a home in a highly competitive market, you can view it by clicking on the box in the top left corner of your screen. To see a popular video featuring my top 6 home selling tips, just click on the box below it. Please remember to like this video, check out the links below it, and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything.